Hello viewers, series Youth Folio welcomes you to watch this episode. We pray for your safety and hope you are following all the directives given by the government. In the first section of the episode, we shall look at all that is being done to counter the corona racism or discrimination faced by Northeast people in certain parts of the country. The lockdown imposed all over the country on the 24th of March to prevent the spread of coronavirus, which is continuing till date, is a new experience for most people. Apart from closing down all air, road and rail travels, even travel within the states and cities was stopped. Streets and marketplaces are sporting deserted looks. Shops, except those of essential commodities, remains closed. Police and other security services personnel are keeping strict vigil everywhere to ensure obeying of the lockdown rules. Even villagers have enforced the total lockdown. Some have even installed buckets full of water and soaps at various street corners, and people are encouraged to wash their hands regularly. However, the onset of coronavirus pandemic has brought out a very negative side effect in many big cities outside the Northeast, apart from the attack on health. This includes discrimination of Northeast people due to their mongoloid looks. When the matter was brought to the notice of the Ministry of Home Affairs, a directive was issued and police and other law enforcement agencies were told to take appropriate action against such harassment. The Special Police Unit for Northeastern Region, or SPUNA, has formed a special task force to reach out to Northeast people in distress.
I am delighted to inform that concerned Northeast Indians, in collaboration with Delhi Police, Special Unit for Northeast Region, SPUNA, has formed the Northeast Task Force, which endeavor to facilitate and reach out to Northeast people in dire situation during this lockdown. We will work to support you in this difficult time. For any assistance, kindly WhatsApp to this number 87-508-70582.
Apart from taking action against corona racism, the police also took special care of Northeast people and distributed food and other essentials among them too, along with other needy people.
So if there is anyone who in the Delhi who are in the stranded having no rations, we will help them to get their rations, and we are very thankful to those people who are donating these essential commodities. So there is nothing to worry for the Northeast people. There has been some report of people calling our people as a corona and so on and so forth. Delhi police is very strict. Even our police, all in the rank in the field formation have been directed to take strict actions. Already one case has been registered. That man, the accused, has been arrested. We will follow zero tolerance for any kind of discriminations. So on this matter, we are very, very strict, and the officers down the line have been sensitized even by our Commissioner of Police.
मैंने 100 नंबर को फ़ोन किया था, इसलिए दिल्ली पुलिस ने मेरे को मदद किया था। 2-3 दिन खाना नहीं खाया था, मेरे पास एक भी नहीं था, इसलिए दिल्ली पुलिस ने मेरे को मदद किया था और काउटी खाना प्रोवाइड किया था और आज भी फिर और दिया था, और इसलिए दिल्ली पुलिस को मैं धन्यवाद करने का।
However, it is not the police and the government alone. Many well-meaning North Indians, especially the Sikh community of Delhi, need special appreciation as they readily came out, prepared and distributed food and other essential items, often with the help of police, to needy Northeast people. Lockdown is an unprecedented and testing time for all of us. In our next segment, we shall look at how acclaimed actress Urmila Mahanta is spending her lockdown period in Mumbai. Mumbai, as we all know, has been hit hard by coronavirus. From enacting the fearless freedom fighter of Assam, Kanaklata Barua, to making a strong presence in the Akshay Kumar Sonam Kapoor starrer hit film Padman, to essaying the role of gutsy college principal's daughter Anna in Akira, to working in South Indian and Bengali films, to making mark in TV commercials. Renowned actress from Assam, Urmila Mahanta has done it all. A FTII graduate, this amiable and hugely talented and much awarded actress hailing from Sonapur, Assam, now lives in a small Andheri East studio apartment in Mumbai. The lockdown time is seeing her spending time by reading books, sweeping her home clean every day, cooking her meals and cleaning utensils, besides doing yoga and keeping herself mentally and physically fit. Urmila hailed Prime Minister Modi for enforcing the lockdown, without which she is well aware that unthinkable disaster would have struck the nation.
पहले तो मैं हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी को अभिवादन करना चाहूँगी, धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगी कि उन्होंने इतना एक बड़ा कदम उठाया. I really appreciate his step. And secondly, इस लॉकडाउन को मैं पूरे दिल से मान रही हूँ. अपने आप को आइसोलेट करके रखा हुआ है. हालांकि मैं बॉम्बे में हूँ और बॉम्बे में कोरोना का प्रभाव बहुत ज़्यादा है अन्य जो राज्य है उससे. मैं पूरे जो वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस के जो गाइडलाइंस है, सरकार के जो गाइडलाइंस है उसको फॉलो कर रही हूँ. और ये कंप्लीट शटडाउन के समय में मैं अपना समय कामों में बिता रही हूँ, पढ़ाई में बिता रही हूँ. जैसे कि घर का काम कर रही हूँ, खाना बनाना, बर्तन धोना, झाड़ू पोछा लगाना, कपड़े धोना, कपड़े तय करना, बहुत सारे काम होते हैं घर में, वो सब कर रही हूँ. मुझे पढ़ने का शौक़ है, तो शूटिंग की वजह से काफ़ी ऐसे बुक्स पढ़े हुए थे जिसे मैं कंप्लीट नहीं कर पा रही थी, तो सारे बुक्स मैंने अभी निकाल लिए हैं, अभी उसको पढ़ना शुरू कर दिया है. हर दिन मैं 1 से 2 फिल्में देखती हूँ, वेब सीरीज़ देखती हूँ, फिर जो अपडेट्स आते रहते हैं न्यूज़ देखती हूँ, और आई मेक श्योर कि हर 2 घंटे में अपना हाथ धोती हूँ.
Shooting for many of Urmila's films have got postponed due to the lockdown, but she is not one to be down or depressed. Her advice to all is to learn some skill in these lockdown days.
I know we all are facing a hard time. We all are locked up in our house more than a month now. On a positive note, this is a lifetime experience anyone could have. Secondly, it has given us time for introspection. It has given us time to celebrate family and love, time to celebrate our passion and hobbies.
A nationalist at heart, Urmila added a message to all to respect the essential service providers.
শুনিবলৈ পাইছো এনেকুৱা কিছুমান খবৰ, কিছুমান এনে ধৰণৰ মানুহ আছে যিসকলে আমাৰ স্বাস্থ্যকৰ্মীসকল, পুলিচ কৰ্মচাৰীসকলক অশালীন ব্যৱহাৰ কৰিছে. তেওঁলোকক মই হাত জোৰি প্ৰাৰ্থনা কৰিছোঁ যাতে আপোনালোকে বুজিবলৈ চেষ্টা কৰক. তেওঁলোকৰ ডিউটিহে, কৰ্তব্যহে পালন কৰিছে. তেওঁলোকে নিজৰ ঘৰৰ পৰা দূৰত আছে, দিনে ৰাতিয়ে নিজৰ জীৱনৰ প্ৰতি ভাবুকি আওকাণ কৰি পেলাই কৰ্মৰত হৈ আছে আমাৰ কাৰণে. আহক আমি তেওঁলোকৰ প্ৰতি সন্মান জনাওঁ. আমি চৰকাৰে বান্ধি দিয়া নীতি নিয়মখিনি মানি চলি ঘৰতে থাকোঁ আৰু অতি সোনকালে কৰোনাক পৰাস্ত কৰি স্বাভাৱিক জীৱন যাত্ৰালৈ উভতি যাওঁ.
We shall go in for a very short break here. Stay tuned to this channel. We will be right back with you. First Word, a complete monthly magazine of the Northeast, read by who's who of the land, packaging news and current affairs, sports, culture, festivals, achievers, life in metro and lots more. Buy the magazine today from stalls across the Northeast and New Delhi at ₹50 per copy or subscribe for 12 issues by paying Rs 550 online. For details, contact 98101 29327. Welcome back. In our next segment, we shall show you how the textile industry of Manipur, which used to earlier make the traditional beautiful faneks and inafis, have switched over to making face masks as per the demands of the people and directives of the state government. The shortage of face masks is being tackled at war footing by various states of the northeast. In Manipur, the state government has engaged the local textile industry, which earlier made the beautiful faneks, inafis and other items. These industries have sewing machines and trained tailors, mostly women. Today they are rising to the need of the hour. This is Babita Devi, owner of Babita Ladies Tailoring Center at Langjing Akauba Makhalekai in Imphal West, Manipur. Here, Babita Devi and her 11 trained tailors can be found making face masks at breakneck speed in their 12 sewing machines. They make approximately 1500 masks per day and get Rs 6 per mask from the Government Handloom and Handicraft Development Corporation Limited. The government has given specifications to each tailoring unit like Babita's on the desired length and width of the mask. The masks are made with cotton. Wearers are advised to wash and iron the masks regularly after use. The Northeast Bhavans located in various parts of the country are housing stranded people who could not return back to their state due to the lockdown. We talked to Nagaland House Principal Resident Commissioner Jyoti Kalash. The Bhavans of different states of the Northeast are also doing their bit to help needy Northeast people stuck in different metros due to lockdown who could not travel back to their native places. The Assam Bhavan Mumbai, for instance, has gone on record to say that over 40 people are staying there. In Delhi, Nagaland House Principal Resident Commissioner Jyoti Kalash told Youth Folio that many people are staying in their RK Puram guest house as they could not return back to Nagaland. Jyoti Kalash lashed out against corona racism or discrimination against Northeast people living in other states.
This is unfair. If the perception is like this, we need to remove that perception. If I look like Chinese, mark my sentence, I am not Chinese, but if I look like Chinese, does it mean that I am carrier of corona? It's wrong. It's wrong. What is important is anyone, whether it is Chinese or whether it is Bhutanese or Myanmari or Naga or from any part of the Northeast, he or she is not a carrier, until he or she is infected.
Asked about his role as Principal Resident Commissioner of Nagaland House in Delhi, the IAS officer of 1990 batch, who hails from Buxar in Bihar and who considers Nagaland his second home, says his hands are full of work normally.
Being the representative of the state government of Nagaland, my work is basically as a guardian, to look after the interest of Naga communities living in Delhi and around Delhi. There are instances that few cases have happened where Naga girls or Naga boys, they have faced problems of different types. So this office, whenever we receive any complaint from Naga students, or for that matter even professionals also, we immediately get into actions. So we have a special force for Delhi police, looking for the Naga community and, for example, Northeastern community as well. Pune is one, special. This is police force for the Northeastern region. And whenever we receive complaint, we coordinate with the Delhi police and we ensure that nothing goes wrong. Apart from that, this office coordinates with the central government. All the ministries are in Delhi, all the embassies are there, high commissions are there. So we have to basically follow up various proposals of the state government with the ministries.
Jyoti Kalash is a multifaceted person who has constructively utilized the free time during lockdown period. His talents include acting and singing. A recent Bhojpuri song has become a hit on YouTube.
I've acted in number of Bhojpuri movies and a number of Hindi movies. So I thought, like, why not try my hand on writing a lyrics, So one day just flashed something in my mind, so I just pen it down, and this is one of the latest song which I have sung myself and written by myself. It's a major hit.
Meanwhile, in Nagaland, Chairman of the Ceasefire Monitoring Group, Lieutenant General retired Shokin Chauhan, representing the central government, signed extension of ceasefire agreement with 3 NSCN groups, namely NSCN-NK, NSCN-R and NSCN-K Khango for 6 months on the 16th of April. The ceasefire between the centre and NSCN-NK and NSCN-R, which were to expire on the 27th of April, have been extended to the 27th of October. With the NSCN-K Khango faction, which broke away from the Myanmar-based NSCN Kaplang outfit and entered into a fresh ceasefire agreement with the centre in April 2019, the extension was made till the 17th of October.
That the annual ceasefire between the NSCN groups and the Government of India was to expire on the 14th of April 2020. When I first put across this proposal to the insurgent groups that we should unilaterally extend the ceasefire, keeping in mind the corona pandemic and the unprecedented lockdown that had been declared throughout our country, the insurgent groups were a little uncertain about it, mainly because they felt that this would downgrade the ceasefire, since it had been signed by the Government of India and the insurgent groups and not by the state of Nagaland. However, keeping in mind my goodwill that I had generated with these insurgent groups over the last couple of years, I spoke to their leaders extensively and convinced them that they should consider these exceptional circumstances and agree to sign the extension of the ceasefire in Nagaland, Kohima itself. Once they agreed, I put across this proposal to the Ministry of Home Affairs, and the Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah, very quickly approved this extension of the ceasefire by 6 months. I was very happy that we were able to get this ceasefire extended, keeping in mind the fact that in these very, very difficult and challenging times, the need for peace is paramount.
Many joyous festivals of the Northeast could not be celebrated with the original gaiety and splendor due to the lockdown. The spirit of the people of the Northeast, however, could not be defeated. New twists were brought into the celebrations. We bring you a report with footage provided to us by people and the police. While Assam Police's Corona Awareness Song and Dance campaign on Bihu beats on the occasion of Assam's most joyous Rongali Bihu festival has won rave reviews, the other states of the Northeast too adjusted and innovated new ways of celebrations of their festivals during this lockdown time. In Mizoram, Palm Sunday, celebrated worldwide on the Sunday before Easter to commemorate Lord Jesus' triumphant entry into Jerusalem, is usually celebrated with a long procession on the streets every year. This year, however, the lockdown put a lock on any procession, but the indomitable spirit of the Mizos was not to be defeated or depressed. On the 5th of April this year, right at 8 a.m. in the morning, Mizo people came out on their balconies, windows and courtyards, with the hills giving them a natural social distancing that is required in lockdown times and to stop spreading of the dreaded virus. The state government and the Young Mizo Association worked to ensure that the public announcement system, generally used in the state for important announcements, could be used this day to make every person hear the prayers prayed by the pastors. People held palm leaves, flower stems, or stems of any tree that they could to pray and sing in unison. The whole hills reverberated with joy and oneness, and the emotions behind Palm Sunday were upheld by one and all in a unique twist to the celebrations. There was no police or government official to enforce this discipline. The people of the state ensured that physical distance did not mean hearts and minds could not come together. In Manipur, people celebrated New Year of the Meitei people, Sajibu Cherawa, with offerings to the evil deities so that they stay away. This year, all the offerings of rice and vegetables, fruits and flowers in flower-bedecked space, lit with candles outside homes, were made with prayers that coronavirus stay away from the state, country and the world. Well friends, we have to wrap up our episode here. We invite you to video shoot your lockdown experiences and WhatsApp it to us at 98101 29327. You could also email us at youth_folio@yahoo.com. 3 best entries will win ₹500 each from us. Don't forget to tune into Youth Folio again next week at the same time and on the same channel. You could watch our past episodes on YouTube also. We have to bid adieu here. Take very good care of yourselves, wash your hands frequently and wear your masks.